can summon pawns as necessity demands here at the Pawn Guild.
Seems no one knows just how he managed to defeat the beast.
Alrighty then. G'day lads, it's Darker. Darker isn't it? I'm playing Darker isn't it's MysticEye here. Yesterday I did about 2 hours of recording of this and the bloody recording failed. And even if it hadn't failed, I actually accidentally somehow managed to turn my microphone off, and I still don't know how I managed to do that. And so I was talking to myself for 2 hours. People didn't think I was crazy before, they do now. And yeah. I only did the first mission with the Pawn Guild. Why is it still not able to broadcast gameplay? I have a good connection, it says right here. The stream status bad. See, obviously I have a good connection. It was a good connection, but suddenly it went bad. That is very frustrating. Oh, just a recording though.
Take all the time you like. Do come again.
Feel more familiar with this quest now. Which group of bandits has taken the book?
I don't know if you can see it or not in the recording. I had a notification come up saying that the stream I'm doing at the same time as this recording actually failed because the internet connection cut out, which is very frustrating because I kind of need it. Well, don't need it. I want it. I like having it. It's fun. Wrong one. When you have accepted multiple quests at once, you may set one as your primary quest. Doing so will make all people, places, and things relevant to the priority quest appear prominently on your minimap. Pawns in your party will also offer advice for the priority quest more often than for other quests in your log. Good. Okay.
Countries, cities, people.
Ask a thief. Anyone here know a thief? Are you a thief?
Conversation is the heart of any bond. In time, it can
That's
foster
nice.
great affinity.
I've got a fan going in my room at the same time with this, so I hope it's not coming off too much on the microphone. I'm still pretty new to it. I've only done a little bit of recording, and I've not done a commentary before. It's actually my first commentary. I was originally going to make my first commentary be Hellblade Senua Sacrifice. Bloody amazing game, that. Absolutely loved it. But I decided to not go for that one, not as my first one at least. I will do it again eventually. I do enjoy it, but it's a very story-driven game. You spend a lot of time watching cutscenes and just walking around really, solving puzzles. It can get dull really quickly, so I was a bit worried about doing another one this soon. And this game, Dragon's Dogma, was actually one of my favourites a few years ago when it was on the Xbox 360. And it got remastered for the PS4 recently, and $30, bargain, bought it, done. I'm very happy right now. The only downside is my character is now
Serve as the hub.
pretty much, it's reset. You know, I've got a new character now, which is all well and good, but I kind of don't like because my character was up in the mid hundreds, and now I'm back down to level 1. I'm like level 12 now, but still. I had a pretty strong character. I could defeat the boss dragon. I can't remember what his name was. Don't even know if he has a name. And here he is. This is what I was looking for. I wasn't just running around in circles for no particular reason. These guys, they give you rare stuff, and they can duplicate things that you already have. Well, some things, not everything. And it's a good place to go if you sell something that you actually wanted to keep, because there's no buyback option in this game, not that I remember at least. You go here and you can buy it from him, usually for 3 times the price you actually sold it for. Oh my god, I just got that. Quite often there's quests where they want you to go find something and then give it to them. Sometimes those things are really valuable or really powerful, and you kind of want to keep them for yourself, but you can't because you have to give them to give whoever the quest person was the item. I could come here, make a duplicate of it, keep the real one, and give them the fake one. I don't know why I never realised that. I played the game for like 3 years straight and I never worked that out. Well, I feel
He's the
stupid.
sort of demon fit to slay a dragon. I'm sure you'll find all you need.
These things are useful. Fairy stones, you usually want to have at least a couple of them with you. They're essentially what you use for fast travel, which I think is actually a good idea. It's making it so that you don't just click in and out of places for no particular reason, travelling through these dangerous lanes with no conflict. You use an actual teleportation spell to get to wherever it is you're trying to go. And I like that. I like that quite a bit. I can't afford to get any new armor or weapons yet. One fun thing with this game is that as long as you have the money, you can wield the weapon. The problem is though, they cost a lot. Like you get money pretty quickly, but it sort of balances out for how much everything actually costs. Like for one quest, I'll probably get like 10,000 gold, but a decent weapon probably costs closer to 100,000. So, yeah. And it's only one form of currency, there's no silver and bronze, it's just plain gold.
We don't deal in the like. We're in honest business. Oi.
That's nice.
They're more like. Take all the time you
Really?
want. Do come again.
Shut up. What's I trying to do again? This guy. I hate this dude, he makes me go on a very annoying quest. But then he helps me fight a griffin. So after I got the license for the worm hunt, I completely forgot about that. Oh well. My stream signal is going up and down all over the place. It is driving me kind of nuts. If anyone ever ends up watching the stream and they get this crappy footage that I can only assume is being recorded, I do apologise. I am making my own recording. It won't have my face in the corner. It'll still have my commentary though, so I'll be uploading that once I've finished with it, and you can just watch that. It's a better version of this. Not that I get many viewers. I think my best video's got maybe 36 views. That's in like 3 months. And this, when I upload this one, this will be my 99th video.
I am under orders to lend Arisen. I would pray you return this assistance in kind. It will be my honor to show you.
Yep, sorry, zoned out there for a second. Now, these ones drive me nuts. You don't have to do all of them. You do have to do most of them. Eventually, he'll give you a sort of I can't remember what the proper terminology for it, a quest that continues on the storyline. Basically, you just got to help him out with this crap while he does whatever it is that he does. Usually stands there and doesn't blink. Like, ever watch this guy, he doesn't blink. He just blink. Never mind. Anyway, I've never been able to work out how to do decipher text. Drive me nuts. Radamus is that's actually a fun quest. It takes forever to get to the place where I actually have to actually go though. And the monsters and stuff there are really strong. There's the infestation that I need to route is actually an infestation of goblins. Problem is that it's not an infestation, it's an invasion. There's an army of goblins, there's, I'm not gonna say hundreds, there's a lot of them. More than I can fight at the moment with my current strength, which is not very high. Problem is though, there's also 3 Cyclops, 2 of which are armoured and I have to fight at the same time. Which, honestly, even if they weren't armoured and even if they didn't have the giant spiked clubs, which they do, I would still lose because the Cyclops are a real pain in the butt in this game. They're not overly strong, but they do a ton of damage if you get hit and you don't have decent armour. And since my armour consists of a potato sack with holes cut into it, I'd probably die. Getting to this place, Grand Soren? I was supposed to say Grand Seas, that's not right though. Grand Soren, I actually had to, I ran past most of the monsters that were on the way here. Like dire wolves, I tend to avoid them until I get stronger because they're not very strong, but there's a lot of them. The wolves, they hunt in packs and they tend to drag you around and they do a lot of damage until I can shake myself free. And then they grab me again really quickly. I'll do the stuff for a text, see if I can get done quickly. Hopefully my voice is coming out alright on the microphone. So that's one of the benefits to actually having a stream going, because I can listen to myself talk and I know how I sound and if I should make adjustments or not. Something in my eye is driving me nuts. I've got something in my eye. Yeah, it's your finger, you twit.
The task at hand is just such a case. Will you take it on? As I was setting about to find work for it, I know not its origin, nor its age.
Anyway.
So old, our men could only read a few words. Dragon, scar, what little we know all points to you, sir. Best you should have it. If there's aught of import,
Oh, that's frustrating. My face, because of the stream that I'm trying to do, is actually blocking the quest log when it comes down, so I'm assuming it's saying I'm getting the quest, but I'm not sure which one. And at the moment it's fine, because obviously I know that I got the deciphering quest, because I literally just chose it. But as I go, sometimes I get them, or I lose them, and I don't know which one I lost all the time. Sometimes it gets hard to keep track of them, especially if I'm running around the place just doing side quests all the time, which I usually do until I get stronger, because otherwise I die really quickly, which is an unpleasant experience. I've got to say though, PS4 has done a bloody good job. This looks really good. Like when Xbox 360 did it, it still looked good, but like a lot of things are blurry. Like this way, like she's got hard lines. They're a sharp edge. In the Xbox 360, I could see the pixels and everything in her body, which used to drive me nuts because I've got a bit of an eye for that. But I'm not trying to like pat myself on the back or anything. I notice things and they drive me nuts sometimes. For instance, these leaves. The same leaves constantly point in my direction. Like they look like they're rotating towards me. That's weird. Anywho. Where am I going? I like Grand Soren, it's a nice place, but some of the paths and everything to get around drive me nuts. This is something I remember. Therefore, I go over here and I get a token, I think? Skeleton key. That's useful, they can open any door in the city. And they just leave it lying there for some reason. In a chest. Whee! I love the controls and everything in this game. They're actually really well done. Like, I stop moving, and everything's really easy to control. I don't like that whenever she comes to an edge, she sort of does that. Like, if I push again, she'll jump down. But it's kind of annoying that she stops every time beforehand. I don't know if I just jump, she'll go straight down anyway, but I don't know. Complaining over nothing, never mind. I'm extremely picky.
What do I know of your writing? Less than I know of modern script, and I never even learned my letters.
Something I'm curious about. I don't remember ever seeing anything that asked me to go talk to the farmer about the ancient text.
Alas,
That's
I'm
weird.
a man of the sword, not the quill. Ask a scrivener, or a counterfeiter.
You're a man of the sword, not the squill. Quill. Look like a man of the hoe to me. If that's not called a hoe, I'm gonna look really stupid. I'm pretty sure it's a hoe. I don't know, I'm not a farmer. Or a gardener. I avoid gardening as much as possible. Mainly because I hate gardening. Sorry, just got something stuck in my eye. It's driving me nuts. I think it's my eyelashes falling in. Get out of my eye! You are extremely painful. And kind of annoying.
Seems the castle walls are reached by a flight of stairs ahead.
Run. It's weird how none of these gates are ever locked. I mean, this is the Duke's castle right here. That's the entrance. And they have an unlocked gate leading straight to it. And on the other side of that field that I was just in was the wall that has a door in it, so someone could just sneak in the door, sneak through the thing, go through the other door, and just go straight up to the Duke's castle. And no one would stop them, not even a locked door. But I've got a skeleton key, so it wouldn't stop me anyway. But still, there's one mission eventually where I have to actually sneak into the castle late at night and meet with the princess. Which I still don't know the point of. But I get there and the Duke's going nuts. Like, I think it was like gets possessed or something. Excuse me. Bit tired at the moment. Had a nice 6 hours of Photoshop to do today. Took a long time and I'm a little bit tired.
Ancient writings? Aye, that's simple enough. What? Oh, you just want alt red. As I said, simple enough. That's... The rest is no script, friend. Just flourish. This slate, like as not, it holds some secret. I'm not one of them. I'm sure you'll find all you need. Anytime.
Why was I not able to do this quest when I did it first time around? Because that was really easy. I haven't even had to fight anything, which is kind of boring. Such a one privilege. Just turn the fan off, so if you hear a click or anything, or if it sounds different, that's why. This guy has a good quest, but he's kind of annoying. He drives me nuts. He's a bit of a fanatic, so I tend to avoid him. Sleep till morning.
Have your pick. Any you like. What will it be today? Understood.
Do.
Are your travel preparations complete?
Sure, why not? Just turn the fan off and it's already hot again. The only downside that I'm aware of living in Australia, it gets
It will be
bloody
my honor
hot.
to show you the ready. The choice is yours. Certainly. The words carved upon that slate are, if it tells, come speak to me.
I just did.
It will be my honor. The choice is yours.
Fine.
Certainly.
Here's
Have
screw.
urgent word. A horde of goblins struck the fortress while it was still under repair. Though the hold is remote, its importance to our southern defense, we must reclaim the safety of the empty. You have my thanks. I've sent. I await good.
Oh my god, shut up. They talk a lot. And I think I scratched my eye. Because right now it is burning a lot. And it hurts a lot. Oh, right.
All these workers going.
We don't deal. We're in on.
Okay,
Take all
shut
the
up.
time you like.
You typically want to grab one of these, or when I say one of these, I mean like get a bunch of them, but get one or the other. There's no much point of getting a whole bunch of one and then a whole bunch of the other, because they do the same thing. But one is just a lot more effective than the other. And you can probably guess which one. Potent green marsh. This stuff will save your life. If you're dying, eat it, and you'll live. Don't ask me how, because I do not know. Later on, I'll probably end up going buy one of each of these, because they're pretty useful. Especially, where is it? It's not there. Is that magic softener or something like that? Now it's for when you get turned to stone, you can turn yourself back to normal. Either that or you'll die. It's actually cool in this game. You can actually mine in this game, and if it won't work unless you have a pickaxe, which I think is pretty cool. Empty flask is good to have, because sometimes you find things. Pots, that's what I'm trying to think of. You find pots all over the place, and you can actually
Take all the time you like.
fill up whatever the pot's for, which I like. That's one thing that's cool too. When I got these, they weren't rotten, but because they've been in my inventory for so long, they've actually started to degrade. So if you have perishables in your pack, they'll actually rot inside of it, unless you put it into an airtight flask, which I don't have, so I didn't. Pork crystal, I don't see the point of having it, so I'm just going to sell it. And eventually I'll be able to use these to upgrade my weapons that I buy, but I found there's not much point doing it early on, because you'll be buying new weapons constantly. Even a fully upgraded weapon that I do now won't be able to measure up to new or high level weapons, so there's not much point wasting all that money on it. Keep the skeleton key. And sell my old crap. And done. Bing! I just made 9 grand. What'd you do today?
Do come again.
I probably won't, but thanks anyway. So I'm gonna have to turn the fan back on. It's really warm in here, so if it hums or whooshes past the microphone, I apologise. Yeah, we've got one person on there. Hello! What was it doing again? The fortress besieged. I've already forgotten what I was doing. I have a very short attention span. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go here and see if I can change my vacation. I don't like the one I got.
No surprise, given the fact
It's not the
you're
right
in the
one. Just gets to be
capital.
boring
I
after a while.
was headed for. I fear, you see, have your pick.
Stop
Any you
talking.
like.
Change your vacation. I usually go either sorcerer or warrior. Starting off though, I think I might go with magic archer, because they're actually pretty good for leveling up, and I like being able to use daggers. Daggers are my favourite. Trophy earned. Woo! Woo! Change equipment, sure. Still use those, Still wear that. Still wear that instead. And put that on. Then again. Jester's cap. Where the hell did I get a Jester's cap? Where? Okay, I've got stuff I did not buy. Where the hell did I get them from? Yeah, I'm very confused. I did not buy these. When did I get them? Were they like add-ons or something? Ooh, that's kind of cool. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that is very... I like that. I want that. Oh, duh, the downloads. Blue strike, burst strike, biting wind, cutting wind, Ingle high. High Ingle's probably like the most common spell I will ever use if I end up turning into a sorcerer. It's basically a fireball. And High Ingle's 3 fireballs in one. But since I'm an magic archer at the moment, I'll stick with biting wind and cutting wind, along with blink strike and burst strike.
Have your pick. Any you like. What will it be
Can I
today?
learn any skills? Point. This was kind of cool. It actually, oh wait, that's a different one. Never mind. I'll stop it. Biting wind. Dashes past the targets with blades extended, delivering slashes that can be followed with further attacks on contact. I think I remember that one. And it's actually really fun to use because you sort of like dash back and forth between them, which is really fun to do. I'm like pointing all over the place. You can't actually see my hand. I just realised that. Hello. Seeker Bolt. This one's fun. It's pretty self-explanatory. Seeker Bolt. I shoot it, it goes towards whatever it is I'm pointing at. And these are sort of like passive skills. You don't actually trigger them like the way that it's the same way I do the others. Like I do certain actions. Like I could have changed my combos, for example. A broad range flurry of dagger blows punctuated with a fierce kick. Yes, so this one's as I do it, if I slow down my button pushes, she'll actually start kicking instead of punching, instead of slashing with the mouth rather. Round delay. Performs a swift and deadly double strike forward, topped off with a whirling slash. Yeah, sure, why not? And nothing there. Change my naval skills, yes please. I've got biting wind. Yay, I've got biting wind. I've got wind that bites. 3 for bolt and seeker arrow. Augments, I ain't got none. And Zarya. Zarya.
What will it be today? Have your pick. Any you like. What will it be today?
Let's get Zarya something. High Ingle, because why not? Frazil I never liked. It's a bit boring. Boons are ones that you cast on your own people. You give them upgrades to whatever. What am I doing buying skills? I want to change her vocation too.
What will it be today?
No, Mark, I'll buy a skill and then change the vocation to something that she can't use. What do I want it to be? Macro Sorcerer is basically the same thing as a mage, but stronger. Pretty self-explanatory. can't use that anymore because it's a... Oh, excuse me. Because it's a different thing. It's for a... I swear, one day I will learn how to talk properly. Probably. Yeah, that'd be weird. That'd also be weird. I really don't want a nun following me around while she's throwing fireballs. Yeah, that'll do. I've got a bad habit of going by appearance rather than functionality because my old character was so strong I didn't care. And she might as well have that. Ah crap, now I've got to spend money to get her a weapon. I don't want to do that. Cost money. Not me, her. And greatly reduces damage to damage. Yeah. Lemon's fun. It's lightning. Grease lightning. A fuel injection cut us in 4 grinning balls. So yeah, keep talking, walking, talking. Miasma, high angle, and 11. And give it the old.
What will it be today? Have your pick. Any you like?
Sorry, one sec. Move, stupid. I've got the best computer, it tends to lag a lot and it's a little annoying. But no, that'll be the Jester's cap. Back to the circuit. And that's better. Alright, need weapons. You. I shall buy weapons. You need weapons. I'll get you something first, otherwise you're gonna have nothing, which is kind of annoying because it makes it hard for you to fight. Common archer stuff. You can only get one. Great. That's all my money. Oh, now I'm broke. Zarya, I hate you. So, it's next time. And away we go. Let's go get killed by a Cyclops, shall we? Sounds fun. Cool thing is, you can actually fail the quest and continue on the story. So, if one of the fights ends up being too difficult, you can actually just let yourself be beaten, or let your allies be beaten, and then basically come back and say, sorry, I failed. They go, oh, they essentially go, oh well, and you move along. For the most part, they usually don't affect the game very much. This one affects it a little bit because I do have to go back to this place eventually, and so instead of going there and finding my own people where I can buy new weapons and armor and stuff later on, I go in there and it's full of goblins, so I have to fight my way through instead of just being able to walk through. So doing good things now can make things easier later on, but that won't be for a while, so I'll see how it goes. It's a fun mission anyway, so I'm looking forward to it. I've been going for half an hour now. And we have one viewer who stayed on for an entire 9 minutes. Thank you! And I just realised I don't have a bow. Oh shit. Go to this character specifically so I can use the magic bow. And I forget to buy a magic bow. I think I'll probably have to do the quest for thing I can't remember. The grimoire, looking for the magic book thing. Because I've got to be able to get money for that and then I can buy the bow. Because I can guarantee I'm going to die if I go there. If I go to the quest I'm on now. Because I haven't got anything. That one. Oh, the thieves thing. I hate it when it does that, like what it's doing on the map. It's giving me 2 locations. Because I'm not familiar enough with the map to be able to just go to whichever one's there. I see you! Yeah, that's one I was talking about earlier. I'm like... Oh, and stamina. Yeah, let me just stop and take a breath while monsters pop my friends. Yeah. Oh, thank God she touched me on the elbow. That woke me up. That woke me up completely. Apparently, there's certain things in games that kind of drive me nuts. Like like just then, supposedly she was trying to help me by getting back my stamina. She comes back and goes, and just touches my arm, and suddenly I'm okay. Watch, she'll do it again a bit. See? How is that helpful? That's just an arm touch. Comforting, maybe. I don't see how it's stamina restocking E, whatever the proper term is for that. Rejuvenating, I think. Come on, you're lucky I don't have a bow, but you're unlucky that I have a mage. So that is to being an archmage, or sorcerer, whichever one it was. You only need one weapon. You have a staff. That's it. There's also a disadvantage though, was then your attacks are kind of limited. Because like as a magical archer, I have my dagger skills, like Scarlet Kisses and Shearing Limb. But then I would also have bow skills if I have my bow, so I got R1 attacks and L1 attacks. But Zarya at the moment, she will only have R1 attacks because she's a sorcerer. Which is a little bit annoying. But usually their attacks are so strong you don't really care how many of them you have. The downside is that it gets a little bit repetitive after a while. Come down here, Brady. Come down.
Any that would target the Arisen are mine.
Yes, I know. I heard them long before I heard you. Come here, Brody. Come here. Whee! I'm defying gravity. Kiss me goodbye. I'm defying gravity. You can hold me down. Oh, gravity's back. Never mind. Come here. It's kind of annoying when everyone else is stronger than I am. Yeah, I got her a nice new cloak, I got her an expensive staff, and I'm still using rusty daggers. Poison? Poison? Stop breaking shit.
What's that?
Oh thank God, you got a small nut. For those immature in the audience, small nut. For everyone else, small nut. Apparently we've got one viewer, which is kind of cool. You're actually my first ever view on a stream. Thank you! Now, if it's cutting in and out, I apologise. I'm actually brand new to streaming, so I'm still working everything out. I haven't got the best connection on my computer, or internet, or... you know what I mean. So if it's coming in and out, if it's jumping all over the place, I apologise. Can't really do anything about it. There's other people in the house using the internet, so... only so much to go around doing, apparently. Unfortunately, not apparently. Streaming takes a fair bit, so. According to my computer though, the stream status is good, so hopefully whatever bug was slowing it down is gone. What time is it actually? About 9 o'clock. My brother should be off his PlayStation by now. He's got school in the morning, so he's got a bit of time. And if he was playing online earlier, so he's probably off now, so that's probably why it's gone a bit faster, because I've not got that, I swear it was too many people using the internet at once, so it slows down. I just realised I'm nothing but a head in my picture. Can't see my shoulders even unless I do that. Looks weird, I look like a floating head on a rock. Very weird. Ironically, despite the numerous monsters that are all over the place in this game, the thing that kills me more than anything else are bandits. Because they tend to have better equipment than I do. and the archers have a tendency to beat the crap out of me. Oh, you, no healing. Green guys are always used, so if you see a bad guy doing it, stop him because he's about to undo all your hard work. Ow, 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 stop hitting me, it hurts. See, my people are already down. Seriously, you stop and take a breath? You bitch. If this was realistic, that would do a lot more damage. I'm dashing past and I'm slashing at him with daggers. Careful, they're rusty. I'll give you an infection. I'll give you something that happens when you get rust in your blood, whatever that's called. I gotta heal! Wrong button! That's better. It's for day, Green Marsh, put in Green Marsh. Boom, boom, boom. And boom. I'm back, baby! Boom, bing, bing. Oh, they shot me! If I had a bow, you guys would be so screwed. Okay, I'd probably still be screwed, but I'd be less screwed. Okay, hey, little Miss Fireball, throw some more of those, would you? Sorry, stop having a dramatic fall over moments. There you go, good girl. Great. Thank you, good timing on the fireball. Saffron and opal. Hopefully you can't hear those dogs barking behind me. I, on the other hand, can definitely hear them.
This looks interesting.
Dude, those three have ruined dogs for me. I don't like dogs anymore because of them. They're not bad dogs, they're just loud. Annoying. I have like that perfect pitch on a bark that just makes me want to stab a knife into my ears. In one ear, at the other.
Don't worry, I am here. You need help again?
Quite a grand structure. A way castle, perhaps.
Let's get some new people. Actually, I think I'm going to end it about here. I won't continue. Actually a bit tired. Been recording for about half an hour, I think. Roughly. Now, I'm not going to ask you to like. I'm not going to ask you to subscribe. I am going to ask you to please comment. Let me know what you thought. If you have any suggestions for ways for me to improve, then by all means, please let me know, because I am new at this, brand new, in fact. So if I could get advice, people with a bit more experience, that'd be awesome. And if you have any suggestions or requests for certain games, by all means, let me know down in the comments, and I'll see what I can do. Have a good night, guys. This was MysticEye. I'll be catching you later. Alright, broadcast guys, thank you very much for sticking around. I appreciate you watching, and I'll most likely end up doing this again tomorrow around the 8 or 9 o'clock mark. It depends what happens during the day. I haven't got a schedule or anything set up yet. So I hope you enjoyed. It's not a lot happens, and so at the moment I'm only level 13, so not a lot's happening, and you probably can't actually see anything at the moment. Again, you only get my voice. That's right, you have to listen to me speak forever, constantly. Sorry. Anyway, goodbye. How do I stop this again? Okay, where's the button? There it is. Okay.